Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be testing the first of my Superhots for the season. It's the 7-Pot Douglah Yellow. So let's have a look at the plant and go pick some peppers. So this is where things start getting interesting. This is the first of the Superhots that I'm going to be trying this season. I am a little nervous because these are going to be spicy, and we can see these are just beautiful, beautiful peppers. Look at these things. They're absolute beasts as well. That one there is going to be scary. We do have some ripe ones. We can see here they're ripe into this beautiful yellow. We have some hanging down here as well, and we can see there's quite a few here. I'm going to pick 2 of them, that's it, because that'll be more than enough for what I'm going to be doing. And we can see that the plant is not massive, but it seems to grow the peppers quite low down. You can see that branch stretching out across here, and some peppers all along the bottom there. I think this is going to be a very fruitful plant. The other plants are quite a bit bigger, so we can see if we look at that level, that's about there, and the rest of the plants are quite a bit bigger. Well, at least some of them are. The flowers are this little off-white sort of color. It's not pure white, and it's pretty little flower, nothing too unique about it. The leaves themselves are pretty big. You can see there, that takes up pretty much the whole of my hand. Very broad, very massive. It just seems to be typical of these Chillies varieties. So let's pick a couple and take it back to the table to give it a taste. There we go. Oh boy. So these are the lovely 7-Pot Douglah Yellows that I just picked. And they really are a pretty pepper. Look at that thing. They're a nice size. I have big hands, but I'd say that's about 7 centimeters across, 6 centimeters across maybe. Not a lot of weight to it. I think the skin is going to be a medium thickness. And yeah, I think it's time to cut into it. Like I mentioned before, this is the first Superhot that I'm going to be trying this year, and a little bit nervous. I haven't eaten any lunch yet, so I'm doing this on an empty stomach, which means I'm not going to eat a whole big piece. But let's cut into it first and see what it looks like inside. Oh wow, I'm outdoors at the moment, and even with a bit of wind blowing, I get the smell of this just hitting my face. I can smell the heat. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. There's not much to tell. The skin, like I said, is a medium thickness. I should be wearing gloves. Why am I not wearing gloves? Okay, I need to be careful eating this. I don't want to get chili stuff on my fingers and have to worry about that for the rest of the day. I'm going to cut off a small piece, like I said, and going to eat it. But before I do, let's have a look inside there. The seeds, quite small seeds, not a whole bunch of them. A few more in there, and yeah, there's not much more to tell. There you can see the capsaicin oil inside there, which is never a good sign if you're having to taste them like I am. But yeah, I think it's time for me to have a bit of a bite. Let me cut off a piece. Oh, that's quite a bit. So, oh, better not touch my nose with that. It's got that trademark kind of Chillies smell. You can just smell that it's hot. Let's give it a go. That small piece I cut off. I'm trying not to touch the inside of it. But there we go. I was about to say that. I was about to say that the flavor is pretty amazing. Actually, it is. The heat just building and building. There's like a second or so after you eat it before the heat kicks in. But the flavors flavor's good. Oh God, that's hot. Oh, it's building. I got no milk here or water. It's still building. It's the back of the throat. Oh, it's not the. Oh man, that's uncomfortable. That is so uncomfortable. It's the. It's in the back of the throat, and it's painful. Not the tongue at all. Oh. Eyes are watering, I think. Oh. Oh, that's a killer. That's a killer. Whew. Oh. Come on, subside. It's like there's pins sticking in the back of my throat. Oh. And that's just a small piece that I cut off the end. That's gonna make a seriously killer hot sauce. Normally it's around this time that I'll tell you about what I think the good uses are for this. There is just one really good use, is making a ridiculously hot sauce. Oh, this heat it's not going away. It's right at the back of the throat. It's an uncomfortable heat. It's painful. Excuse the sniffing. Oh, I think it's calming a bit now. I'm actually feeling a bit of the heat on the tongue now. I think I just couldn't feel it on the tongue because it burned so bad at the back of the throat. And it's still burning. Oh. Wow, that's crazy. So, yeah, that's subsiding a bit now. It still hurts. It's weird. It's the back of the throat, but it radiates to the back of my neck as well. Very strange heat. That's a killer pepper. It reminds me a couple of years ago, I can't remember what they were called. It was one of my first really hot sauces that I put on my YouTube channel. It was a yellow one, and that was hot. I think this is probably hotter than those though. Wow. Oh, thank goodness it is calming down now. Okay, so let's talk about the pepper itself. Scoville has to be 1,000,000 plus. Has to be. That's so hot. I'll, as always, put a thing on the screen to just tell you a bit more about the pepper and the heat levels and that sort of thing. It's a good flavor actually. Like I was saying before, the first second, the sweetness just hits you, and there's this beautiful flavor, and I can't for the life of me remember what it was because then the heat came. But wow, I'm looking forward to making a hot sauce out of it. I think it'll be really good. I wouldn't pickle them. I don't think that's a clever idea, pickling these, because it's just too hot. I would say definitely a hot sauce, maybe drying them. I'm trying to think, maybe smoked, but I'm not feeling it. I don't think smoked is going to necessarily improve this too much. Definitely fermented hot sauce is something I'm going to be doing with them, and I'll be making some dry spice with them as well, I think. Anyway, that's the first Superhot of the year, and there's going to be, unfortunately, a whole bunch more. I know you guys like seeing me in pain. That was painful. That was seriously painful. I got to try and get my brother-in-law to come and give one of these a try. Got to see what his reaction would be. I hope these videos are helpful to you, and I hope you enjoy them. Until the next one, stay spicy. Oh, that's nuts.